Lesson 1-5, open sentences. And in this lesson, you learn to solve open sentences by performing arithmetic operations. Let's take a look at this example in nutrition. The grams of fat found in cheeseburgers sold from various fast food chains are listed in the stem and leaf plot at the right. Okay, we discussed the stem and leaf plot, and this is the result of their finding. Obviously, some of the fast food chains are selling burgers with more than the usual amount of fat. Okay? Some students at Middletown High School have formed a consumer awareness club and are concerned about the high content of fat in this particular cheeseburger. They decide to write a letter to the company recommending a way to reduce the fat of their cheeseburger to 37 grams. Okay? So, they know that the students know that the 1 ounce slice of American cheese has about 7 grams of fat, and the ground beef has about 6 grams of fat per ounce. The students need to determine the number of ounces of ground beef that can be used to make a cheeseburger with a fat content of only 37 grams. Taking a look at that information that we have in this paragraph, we can represent B, or let B represent the number of ounces of beef that will go into the cheeseburger. And this problem can be represented by the equation below. 6B plus 7 equals 37, where 6 represents the 6 grams of fat per ounce, B represents the number of ounces of beef, and 7 represents the amount of grams of fat in 1 ounce of cheese. And this is our equation right here. Okay, 6b plus 7 equals 37. The number 6 represents the amount of fat. Okay, the number 7 represents the number of grams in 1 slice of cheese. The 37 represents the total number of grams of fat for the cheeseburger, and that is their goal. Okay, so in this case, mathematical statements with one or more variables or unknown numbers are called open sentences. This is called an open sentence, okay, because it has a variable. An open sentence is neither true nor false until the variable has been replaced by a value. Finding a replacement for the variable that results in a true sentence is called solving the open sentence. We discussed this in, I think, 6th grade and 7th grade. Okay, and this replacement is called the solution of the open sentence. Basically, in simple words, okay, the value of the variable which will make this equation true is the solution. Okay, and the process of solving the equation is called solving for the open sentence. Okay, so this is called an open sentence because it has a variable. This equation is neither true or false until we substitute the value for b, and the value that will make this sentence true is called the solution, and the process to find the solution is solving the open sentence. Okay. Okay, before we do that, not that example first, we'll go down further down right here. Okay, so what do we know? If we replace b in 6b plus 7 equals 37 with the values 3, 4, 5, and 6, then we see whether each replacement results in a true or a false statement. So this will be the value of b, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, if we replace b with 3, okay, we substitute 3 to b, this becomes now 6 times 3 plus 7. Okay, is it equal to 37? Of course not, because 25 will never be equal to 37, so the answer is false. If we replace b with 4, okay, this now becomes 6 times 4 plus 7. Again, that is not equal, so that's again a false. If we replace b with 5, 6 times 5 plus 7, okay, makes that equation true, and 6 will make this equation false. So what do we know? Since 5 makes the sentence true, the solution for 6b plus 7 equals 37 is 5. Okay, the students can write a letter suggesting that the chain reduce the amount of fat to 37 grams by using 5 ounces of ground beef in their cheeseburger. Okay? A set of numbers from which replacements for variables may be chosen is called a replacement set. Definition of a set: it is a collection of objects or numbers. Sets are often used as shown by using braces. Each object or number in a set is called an element of the set or number. Sets are usually named by capital letters. Set A has 3 elements. They are 1, 3, and 5. And the elements are 1, 3, and 5. Okay, so this is set A. Set B has elements 2, 4, and 5. And set C has elements 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, the solution set of an open sentence is a set of all replacements for the variable that make the sentence true. Okay, so that is a solution set. These are all called replacement sets, okay, because they replace the value of the variable. Okay, and if any of these elements make the equation true, then these are they are called your solution. It is called the solution set. Okay, let's take a look at example 1, see what this means. Find the solution set for y plus 5 less than 7 if the replacement set 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so this is your replacement set, and we replace y with 0. Okay, and we know that 5 is less than or equal to 7, so that is a true sentence. If we replace it with 1, okay, 1 plus 5, is it less than or equal to 7? Yes, it is. It is still true. If we replace it with 2, okay, 7 is still less than or equal to 7, so that's still true. 3, okay, this now becomes false because 8 is not less than or equal to 7, and 4 obviously will make it false as well. So the solution set for this would be 0, 1, and 2. Okay? See if example number 2 is here. No, it's not. It's not on the page. A sentence that contains an equal sign is called an equation. A sentence having the symbols less than or equal to, greater than, or greater than or equal to is called an inequality. Which of the open sentences below are equations? Which one are inequalities? Obviously, this is fairly obvious. This is an equal sign, equation, inequality, inequality. Okay, sometimes you can solve an equation by simply applying the order of operations. Okay, and this is where we go to example 2. And we're looking at example 2. 5 times quantity, 3 plus 5 all over 3 times 2 plus 3 times 2 plus 2. Okay, and following that, we copy the problem first, okay, just from the top, and then we do what's inside the parentheses first in the inner grouping symbol, which is 3 plus 5 is 8, and then we multiply 5 times 8 and add 6 plus 2 because they are in grouping symbols. Remember, the fraction bar indicates a grouping symbol, so this becomes 40 over 8 or 5. So the solution is 5 for number 2. Okay, let's finally answer our cheeseburger question. Refer to the application at the beginning of the lesson. Solve for the number of grams of fat in a cheeseburger that has 1 slice of cheese and 4 ounces of ground beef. Assume that the bun and toppings contain no fat, which is actually not realistic, but let's do that. Okay, so you have 6b plus 7. F represents the grams of fat and B represents the ounces of beef. Okay, if we have 4, okay, if we represent 4 ounces of beef to be B, so you now have 6 times 4 times 7, end up with 24 plus 7. Evaluating using the order of operations, end up with F is 31, which simply means that a cheeseburger is about 31 grams of fat if you have 4 ounces of ground beef. Okay? Finally, the lesson's done. On Google Forms, type a summary of what you've learned and type a lesson or type a question you might want to ask in class about this lesson. Thank you.